Well, how the hell are all you motherfuckers? And we got J Money's being a square tonight.
Rectangle, bro, rectangle.
And we got John.
Yes,
John
sir.
with his book.
J Money has got it. Look, you look like the Russian Cyclops with those on, bro.
I love them. I think my wife spent like $8.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
You actually bought those?
I don't know. My wife did. I told her to look for some random ass shit for me. And I mean, these are the most random as you can get.
We got fake Commie Mark with us.
Yes. But this is real. This is what is this?
Comrade.
Where's the tag? I mean, this is German or something like that. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, this is legit as it gets. Look at the inside.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that looks exactly like Commie Mark's.
Yeah.
You see the inside? There we go. There we go. Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that inside.
Those glasses, dude. All right, who we got in the chat? We got Hex Hopper. We got Beyond Tom. Interesting. We got
that guy.
Candace B, Eddie Winkler, and that's it. That's odd. It's odd that we only have that many people in the chat, but whatever. Okay, so tonight we are doing two very, very important things. First off, we're going to look at Magna, the last
sir.
Pantheon, and which looks really interesting. It's another wolf book. Is it another wolf book, or is it does it go a little bit deeper than that?
It goes deeper. That's just one. That's one initial element, but there's more to it than just the wolf.
Because I noticed you had some gods. And,
yes, sir.
We got Billy Basco in the chat. Did you do the artwork for it, or do you have an artist that you?
Man, I wish I had skills like that, man. I wrote the book. If I had done the art on the book, nobody would buy it. You know, I'm an artist wannabe, but I am a writer. So just been able to work with some really talented folks, you know, to get this property out.
I got a question. Like, I'm noticing a lot of the promo art looks really, really good.
Yes, sir.
But it doesn't match up with the interior. Is there a different artist doing the interior, or is it the same
There's a
guy?
different artist. There's a different artist. He's amazingly solid. But it's a different artist that's doing the covers and that's doing the interiors.
Okay.
Yeah, and part of it just had to do with workload.
Yeah.
You know, he was focused on knocking out the sequentials.
Yeah, I'm not saying the interior art's bad or anything like that. It's just it's very different than the cover art that we got here.
Actually, I wanted to get him to do some cover option as well, but just from a timing perspective, it worked out that just he knocked out the sequentials and did an amazing job. And then I used a couple other artists for the covers.
No, I dig it. Yeah, I dig it. And secondly, another thing we're doing tonight. Hold on, let me switch my cam up because that's what I do. That's what I do.
Oh, shucks.
Hold on. Let's see here.
I don't know any Russian words.
We're doing a slight giveaway tonight.
Nice,
and,
nice.
So at one point in my career, I guess you could say, I used to be the artist doing these here Rick and Morty cards, right?
Oh yeah,
these seasons and stuff like that.
Did you just have a seizure?
Yeah, pretty much. And as you can see, like I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan. Like I actually went to Cryptozoic and begged Cryptozoic to let me do these cards. Each one's official. They're artist proofs. They all have my signature on them. Actually, I you know what's funny? I actually have one card that's a blank card, right? And it was like, if you do so many cards, we'll throw you a blank card, right? And I still have that blank card. Like I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. Well, we'll do on it, right? But it will be. It's an official Rick and Morty. I might do a Rick and Doc Salem.
There you go.
Official Rick and Morty card. Yeah. And I think I was supposed to send that card back, but I didn't because I'm an outlaw. That's why. No, but tonight, so I decided what cards can I give away, right? Out of this bunch of cards right here, right? So I decided to give away Steven's Universe, 2 Steven's Universe cards, dude.
Right.
No. Actually, I'm gonna give away the Booger Rick and Booger Marty cards. So, you know,
they are boogerfied, man.
Boogerfied. So at the end of the show, to lucky followers, subjects. Of
so what? When did you do these cards?
It was a while back, dude. Like I was supposed to put these on eBay and sell them and make some money, but I got busy and I completely forgot. You know what I'm saying? So they've just been sitting in my drawer this whole time. You know, I probably will throw a couple of these on eBay, just to see what happens. I just the eBay process kind of sucks,
right?
Because there's a lot of hassle that goes with it too. Like you gotta negotiate some, which I don't mind, negotiating with people and stuff like that. But then you got to ship it. And anybody who knows me and has ordered stuff from me knows that me and the post office are not fast friends. It always gets out. It gets out in somewhat of a manner, just a timely manner. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much where we're at with that. So tonight we're going to do the Booger Rick and Booger Marty cards. Now, one thing I can say about these, when I did sell some of these cards, because I did put some on eBay, like from the first season, when Rick was banging Unity, you remember that season? Like he just banged a whole planet of people. And those cards, they went for a little over $100 each, so I got a few of those left. Damn. I'm not sure if I want to get rid of them. Like I still got the the jam session Rick, it's Swifty. And and a couple of other ones, like the one where Rick is like, it's little mini Rick or whatever the fuck he is, right here. Yeah, and then I got Rick the Sanchez, and also Rick the drug dealer, all this kind of stupid shit. So yeah, we're gonna do Booger Rick tonight.
Nice,
and
nice, man.
Some of these are gonna go up on eBay later on. If I can get around to it.
Yeah, if they're going for about 100, I would definitely, especially since it's your art, man, sell them.
Well, I am
your eBay channel. Have you ever linked your eBay channel before? I didn't.
No, because I don't have anything on my eBay. Like I pulled everything down off of my eBay, because I don't see, like, eBay's got a bad rap as far as like people getting commissions off of eBay and stuff like that. Like I used to have like my commissions open on eBay, and they were very fucking reasonable, but I've, like, for some reason there's some type of stigma with that, like people, they like, I've heard from a couple of people, like they don't want to go to eBay to get a commission. I don't know why.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's weird. But
well, for someone like yourself, Preston, because one, have you ever linked your eBay channel before? And two, since you're building a base, I would totally start building an eBay channel for real.
Well, I used to link it on Facebook, but and it, when you got that add a button to your Facebook page, like the Art of Preston Acevedo Facebook page, and so I added that to it, and it got clicks, but just nobody took advantage of it. Like I don't know why, but people seem to be wary of eBay. So I was talking to somebody recently about maybe, and Etsy. I don't really want to do Etsy either, because that's kind of got a weird stigma to it too. Like I don't know. Like I don't really want to sell prints. I just want to sell all of the excess art I have around my office, because I got a ton of fucking pinups and shit like that, and just original art that's just sitting around here, warm-ups and all that type of crap.
Do you have a .com for yourself? Do you have anywhere where you sell your stuff?
No, I used to have a I used to have a web page, but I took it down, right? Because one, I don't think my name wasn't this is going to sound weird, but maybe it doesn't sound so weird. Like my name wasn't big enough at the time to go ahead and support a website. You see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
It's good to have a place where people can go.
Yeah.
But people have to know you. Know what kind of work you do.
That's a double-edged sword, man.
Before they actually go there. So at the time I was more invested in building my social media presence than I was on building a hub where people can go and see my art. Because at the time my reasoning was this, like it's easier for people to go to your social media page than it is for them to find your website. You know what I'm saying? Like once you build that presence and you get a certain amount of followers, subjects.
And my loyal subject.
My followers. Once you get enough people to drink that Kool-Aid, then they'll be more willing to go to your website, and check that out. But maintaining a website is also a problem, because if I'm constantly working on getting comic pages done, getting pinups and getting my IPs out there, it doesn't leave a lot of time to go ahead and do maintenance on a web page, doing updates, news, stuff like that, So it's like you kind of have to have a webmaster in charge of all that kind of shit, or a publicist almost. Yeah.
Well, I can help you with that, but aside from that, I think you should totally at least around between now and the year of 2021, you gotta, especially yourself, you gotta set up a base for where people who are a fan of you, and because you've done quite a bit so far.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
go ahead.
2020 has been very generous, as far as built, like getting me out there a little bit. Like especially CG and.
I mean, you've put out some awesome work. That's why.
Yeah, there has to be a base.
Like, let me put it this way: like trying to I've tried to break into the comic industry like crazy over the years. You know what I'm saying? And with no luck whatsoever. It's like it was like I almost got an editor to do this or that, but it just never happened. But with CG, it's been the exact opposite. It's been like it's what the comic industry should be. Where if you got talent, you got noticed. You see what I'm saying? And that's one thing I can say about the CG community, is that they're more of what the comic industry should be, as far as taking care of their talent, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I've gotten so much publicity this year and gotten noticed so much this year, is because of that painting right behind J Money back there.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if CG would have started 3 years ago, I would probably have a website right now, and have people in charge of it and getting all the artwork out there and shit like that. But unfortunately, we've had numbskulls in charge of the comic industry so far. So it's, and like
that whole thing is blowing up,
This is what I'm talking about. Like my warm-ups, just to go ahead and like sell these and get them out of my hair, because, it's just crap. All this crap is everywhere around here. Yeah. And it's like, I don't throw anything away. So it just piles up, and I don't do digital. So you can imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you know what, you're building your own brand now. So like Jay Dollar was saying, I mean, it makes sense now at this point to start having your own site, because you're building, and and this is the funny thing. It's like, what is kind of the next, what does the next iteration look like? You're having amazing success, and you're having amazing success, with your streaming and with your books and with Twitter and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, if any one of those things goes away, you want to make sure that people can still get at you.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Your own site that no one can pull the plug on to find you.
I think you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. And actually, you're not the first person to say that. Like Candace was telling me that, she was like, you need to get a site, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Hey, can you
my old lady tells me that, she's not as far as the site, but as far as doing, getting more stuff out there. It's just that it's Tom, you know what I'm saying? And I got a daughter. She's like, what's your daughter do? I was like, my daughter's kind of dingy. And it'd be hard for me to yell at her.
Well, how old is she? How old is your daughter?
Believe it or not, I got a 20-year-old. So,
No, that's cool. That's cool. What are you trying to get her to help you with?
just logistics, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't trust
Right
her
at
much.
the house.
Like,
Yeah, my daughter's 16, so I understand.
Make it part of the
right.
agreement.
Hey, I'll do it.
So to speak. You know what I mean? It's like make it part of the agreement of what you do to be in the house. Like my kids are too young. My oldest is 14, so
yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, but it's the same mentality. You know what I'm saying?
It
Like
is.
they're busy with their stuff. You know, and yet they want to help. I'm not saying they don't.
They want to help while they want to help. Then when it gets boring, they don't want to help anymore. And it's like, look, this is the process. You know, look at Jay Dollar over there regulating his kids.
I'm trying to get my wife to make me a goddamn drink, so I don't have to get up.
Right, don't have your wife beating you down on camera, man.
No, I'm on green
We
screen.
don't want to see
I got
that.
a giant gorilla behind me. I'm all right.
Exactly. Just rip those glasses.
Make me a drink.
So let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit
back
about this, because I want to know more about the last Pantheon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I mean, you know, in terms of kind of where the story's coming from, you know, the protagonist, her name is Cody Skogsholm. She finds her world really turned upside down. When that werebeast attacks, she has to use powers that she's been suppressing all her life to save her family. And kind of in the aftermath of that, she learns that she's adopted. So then she goes on a quest, basically in search of her parentage.
Yeah.
So this is set in 1942. So, you know, World War II is a humongous backdrop right now, you know, in this story. And she starts off in a fictitious city in Idaho. Then she goes to Finland, where World War II is in full effect. And that's kind of the picture with the tank that represents her defending a Finnish village. And then, you know, when you're already in Finland, man, you know, you're a jump away from Asgard. So she finds herself, that's what I told my wife. I said, hey, you know, when we either visit, you know, Finland or Norway, let's go to Asgard while we're there. It can't be much more of an expensive.
You're planning on making a ton of money off of this book to go. You know, I mean, the book looks good, but I don't know if
exactly. I mean, exactly. What's in the pipe that he's smoking?
No, look. So what we're looking at. All right. So as far as like, there's not any you're not holding back on this, basically, right? I mean, you're going to include like Norse mythology, fucking Greek mythology, all this type of stuff, and it's a mix-up press because like basically she finds herself in league with the last of the pantheons. They've come together for survival. So there's some Egyptian pantheon members, Norse, you know, Olympian, Chinese pantheon members, and they're all together for the sake of survival. So 75 pages? Is that 75 pages of story, or is it 75 pages of the book? The book is 75 pages.
The book in itself will be 75 pages in entirety. So 66 pages of story, and then some other artwork and some other stuff that will be provided.
That's not bad. Like 56 pages. Yeah,
66.
66. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
No, I'm obviously. I mean, you put some work into it, and I'm not knocking on the art. I think the art's pretty good. I mean, it's not exactly what I would call, you know, mainstream, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think the mainstream nowadays that's not a
it's not a knock. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's not a high bar nowadays. When you say, hey, if someone said that looks like a mainstream book, my feelings make it hurt.
Yeah. No, I'm digging it because I can obviously tell like the work that this guy put into the interior art it doesn't look digital to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks like he there's no vector models or anything like that he used to go ahead and trace over. Yeah.
No, and he's legit. He's the real deal. So I mean, he did a great job with his pencils. Just the whole team has been phenomenal. And you know how it is too. It's like, especially for me as a writer, it's a completely iterative process because, you know, I've written out this script and then a penciler gets to start interpreting it. And then as he interprets it, he starts to see some other things.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like the script isn't complete until the book is complete, literally, because then he starts seeing some things and starts adding some elements. And if you've got a good relationship, you want that to happen. You want that flow to occur. You know,
it looks kind of like this guy's style. I mean, it looks like a little bit like Stephen Hughes' style, like the original Lady Death artist from way back in the day.
Yeah.
I really dig that. Like, that's cool. Stephen had such a weird style for the time. Like, people were knocking him all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, yeah, well, his style isn't going to stand the test of time and all kinds of shit like that. I was like, who are you to say anything about that, dude?
I love OG Stephen Hughes. I got so much of his books. Evil Ernie, Lady Death.
Yeah, like I got the original. Here, check this out.
What's up, Eddie Winkler? What's up, bro?
Eddie Winkler.
I'm behind Hex right now.
He's got a very dope book.
Oh man, bro.
Yeah, but you see that signature on there?
PPX.
Stephen Hughes signed that bitch.
Nice,
the first
bro.
appearance of Lady Death and Evil Ernie.
Dude.
Let me pull out mine. That sounds gross, bro.
I know. Now everybody's showing theirs. That's how it is.
Let me pull out my Lady Death.
We're going to flex? All right. We can do that.
See, you better be glad that I'm at my father-in-law's house. Or I pull mine out and it'd be big.
We can flex a little bit. That's fine.
I don't want to stay behind Hex this whole stream. Can you remove him?
Why you hiding, Jay? Why you hiding?
Excuse me. All right, Lady Death, right?
Can you see through those Star Trek shades?
Man, it's fucking awful. It's awful. I feel like I'm the reverse Jordy. I'm like the
somebody hit invert.
Hey John, you gotta come around more often, bro. When did you so I want to hop in. John, when did you find us out? Because I haven't seen your name or your book around until recently. When did you join the chats? When did you find us?
So it's been probably half a year or so.
Half a year? Okay.
But like I got connected with John Malin before then. But it's one of those things where it's like I didn't know anything about anything. All I cared about was finding great comics and making great comics. And then so I was like, hey, this looks like a cool group. Then the first thing that happens, people jump out the box, start telling you, oh man, you can't be a part of CG. I was like, why? Man, this, that, and the other thing, they're this, they're that. So I said, well, the only way I'm going to know is if I taste for myself. So I reached out to John Malin, and I had a book called Black Tiger at the time. And the dude was cool. John Malin put me on his show. I had a Kickstarter going. And so that just goes to show you, like, I didn't know what was up. He put me on. He was like, well, he's like, a lot of folks really aren't going to back a Kickstarter, just to be real. He's like, but we went through my Kickstarter, and he gave me like tons and tons of great advice on like how I really wasn't doing it that well and how to promote it better. And from there, I was just like, you know what? Everyone I've met, everyone I've talked to has been cool. Me, I'm about the comics. So if you've got a great comic, I'm going to buy it. And I want to put some great comics out, and by God's grace, people will buy that. So I was like, that's really what this whole movement is about. At the end of the day, it's people wanting to read great comics and wanting to make great comics and support great comics. So I said, how am I not a part of that? How is that not me?
What
was that, bro?
I've seen you around. I just didn't know you.
Hey, what's up? Is his mic messing up for you, John?
Yeah, your mic is messing up.
My mic?
Yeah.
Like mess with the cord a little bit. No, it's worse.
Oh, yeah, it's still. So yeah, I've been around now for a minute, but yeah, it's still messed up though. Your mic's still acting funny, and I love the community. I absolutely love it. So now I'm having fun.
Yeah, we're just normal dudes. I mean, we all grew up.
Can't hear you, dude.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I mean, look at this box right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, are you there? Go ahead, Preston.
Jeez, that sucks.
All right, you're back. You're back.
Kind of.
You're good. You're good. Are you back?
Not cutting out anymore?
No, you're good.
You're better now.
perfect.
Yeah.
All right, you ready? Look at this.
What you got? Dude, I got
look.
that.
Oh,
I got that.
Hold on, hold on. You see
I
all
threw
the
it away
signatures?
because I wasn't. It was too low rent for me. You know what I'm saying?
See all the sig-
oh snap.
Who you got on there? It said Stephen Hughes and get out of here, dude.
It's who is it? I can't read through these fucking glasses. It's Brian Polito, Stephen Hughes, Jason Jensen, and who was the other one? Oh, that's it. That's it.
Dude.
Yeah, bro. Are you ready? You ready? Here you go. Preston, here you go, bro.
Look at that.
Holy shit. Dude, that's badass. It's amazing like it's see-through.
Wow.
Like, I like that it's see-through.
Yeah, it has your art on the back somehow. I don't know how.
Magic. It's like magic.
That looks badass.
Even
I
on
got
his
that.
fucking
I got
forehead
that one
somehow.
too.
You got this one? Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
This is totally, and this is a dude coming out. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I had those when I was when I used to do the Hall of Heroes thing. You know, like I used to collect
Oh
all the
shit,
Hall
that's
of
what
Heroes.
Preston was doing this whole time.
Hello. But it's I got a ton of shit, dude, as far as like comics and stuff like that. I've got an addiction. It's an addiction.
No, it is.
I'm
I'll
a
tell you
little ashamed of
what
it.
I love about CG, because I was actually for a while there, I really wasn't buying mainstream books, so I kind of gotten out of comics. But with CG, I've gotten fully back into comics. You know, so backing so many projects. You know, at the end of the day, what do we want? We just want-
I haven't bought a mainstream book in maybe 10 years or something like that. You know,
there you go.
I think the last thing I bought was the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. You know, and I think that was it because I think that. You know,
I've watched I've watched other videos of this chick, and I could say I'm in love with her.
Here, check it out. The Doc Salem Show, pissing wives off all over the U.S.
You know?
Tell her to go away, Eddie. Tell her to go away.
They so I collect a bunch of Thor stuff, right? Like I got almost the whole Jack Kirby, run of Thor, with the exception of 83 and 84 and those really fucking expensive issues. But I stopped collecting Thor because I was reading I can't remember which book it was. It was Thor fucking dude, I can't remember which book it was, but so Odin he had to hang himself again to go and get the knowledge of ages or something like that in front of Gia. Right. And Gia's like, Odin's like, well, we were fated to have prophecy said that we were destined to have Thor, and she goes, prophecy isn't consent. And I was like, I closed the book, and that's when I just gave up. I was like, nope, I ain't doing this. That's it. Like I'm done. There's no prophecy is not consent in my Thor books. That's all.
Yeah. In my story, he's pretty badass and he'll murder you.
Yeah, exactly. Where's Thor drinking and womanizing and
there is no gay shit in my book.
Yeah, it's like consent not required.
Yeah. So that was it, dude. Like that was as far as it went. Like I didn't want to collect Thor after that. Like I was just like, no, I can't do this. And then it consistently got worse, right? So like I never picked up another Marvel book after that. And I never picked up another DC book after that too, because I liked old DC when Kirby used to do some work for him and John Burns and stuff like that. But once that shit stopped, I was done with it. And I mean now honestly the number of CG books that I backed is fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here's the problem. Like, and I can say this because I'm currently fulfilling Doc Salem, and a lot of people have gotten Doc Salem books, but I've also fulfilled non-devils, with the exception of the sketch covers. And Eddie, I got yours finished back here. The next show I do is I'm going to be doing another, sketch cover backer. So, where I'm doing his cover live. And I've also fulfilled Rockabilly Road Trip. I must have backed 25 CG books, and I think I barely got any of those in, dude. Like, I've gotten Cyberfrog in, I've gotten, Captain Love. Captain Love was one that fulfilled. I got Six Gun Gorilla, but I never backed Six Gun Gorilla. It's just I'm going to be doing Six Gun Gorilla, so Brian hooked me up with a copy. And even though I'm not a big Six Gun like Gorilla fan, Brian did a hell of a job, dude. Like he did. Yeah. Like once I picked that book up, like I was like, all right, let me read it so I can get caught up on the history, and all this kind of crap. And I picked it up and I'm reading it, and I'm like, I couldn't put it down, And that's when you're dealing with a good writer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because,
I got Brian's book too, and he's an amazing writer.
Yeah. He is, and that's one thing I have to say. Like, it's kind of like this. Like, it doesn't matter if you like gorillas or not. If it's a good writer, he can make you like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if it's good, by the same token, if it's a good artist, like anything Bisley does, I'm into. And it doesn't matter if I'm into it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he did a comic series about a pub, and a beer. It was called the Beast Brew or some shit like that. And I started reading it, and I was like, this whole series is an advertisement for this beer. I'm serious. And it was published by Image. And I'm like, what the fuck is Image doing, dude? How much did this guy pay him to do this book? And but still, because Bisley did it, I was into it, and I got it. And it was interesting. Like, but so that's one thing, like, and I have other things that I'm planning on doing next year. Oh, wait, I did get another one too. I got Sim's book. Sim fulfilled on his book. What was it called? It was called I can't remember the name of Sim's book. I can't. I don't. Are you guys?
Eddie told me he got Black Tiger, which was the first book I did. So
what was is it still up? Is the Kickstarter still up? Because I'd love to take a look at it.
It's done. I did an Indiegogo subsequently, and like I'd already ordered the books, so I'm already sold out of the books from the first run.
Yeah, but usually Kickstarter doesn't take your campaign down. Like it just closes.
It's up there. It's up there. So if you look, I mean, you can look it up, but I've pretty much closed the Black Tiger campaign because I'm out of books. But I'm gonna do another. I have the new story arc for Black Tiger coming out after this first volume of Magna, and then what I'll do is I'll reprint for those that didn't get the first Black Tiger.
So you're going to do a new campaign, and you're going to offer the first book and a second book, because that would be awesome, dude. Yeah. I'd be totally down with that.
Do you understand what I do to this woman?
I see you like fidgeting a little bit. Like,
I ain't fidgeting. I'm staring intently.
He's like,
I'm just wondering what you're doing off screen. That's what I want.
No, you know what? No, you know what? You go
hands
ahead.
Up.
I know, hands above board.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Exactly.
They're dry.
And the thing with Magna too is the production is done. So when that book, once we hit the end of our campaign, we're gonna go straight to printing, and then we're gonna get it in people's hands.
I think I want to check out Black Tiger. Is it a kung fu type of thing? Or?
It is. It was 172 pages, so it was a full story arc.
Is it kind of like old school kung fu theater? Where kung fu is
those are definitely influences, but it has a mix of some American gangster elements, definitely some Hong Kong kung fu, definitely a little bit of kind of John Wooish influence. Then of course it's a superhero book, so you've got supernatural kung fu.
So it's kind of like Iron Fist. because I'm a huge Iron Fist fan too. But again, I've lost interest in every. You see, the problem is that Marvel went through all their IPs and systematically destroyed each one of them for me.
Yeah, well, what they did it well, and they did it with consistency. I mean, they did, like you said, systematically went through and destroyed
every last one.
Their high level.
Yeah, they destroyed every last one of their IPs, and that's one of the reasons. Like, and you know what? I felt kind of a loss when they did all that. You know, like because when I realized there's not going to be any more Thor books like I used to enjoy. You know, yeah. It was like you feel kind of like somebody died. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sounds crazy, right? But
no, it doesn't sound crazy because I've already mourned those books.
That's what I'm saying. But
mourned
now it's 2 years later.
I don't buy them anymore because they're not made for me. But I did have to mourn it. I was just like, these comics, they're not my comics anymore. You know, and I went through a period of mourning for that. So no, you're not crazy.
I don't know what this is. Like, I think this is something.
He's just responding to.
Or something like that.
Yeah, he's responding to Zach's nonsense.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk about Zach. So
yeah. There's no point.
We can
speculate, but it would be pointless.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that, but I'm just in it for the comics. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty clueless about a lot of the other stuff that's going on, and I don't mind remaining.
Here's the thing. This is the only thing I'm gonna say about this. It is disappointing, but if it was a tool to get you into this movement, and you now produce books and you're selling your books and you create your own IPs, it was worth it, right? I mean,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
right.
It whether it's not there anymore or not, it doesn't matter, you know.
Man.
Like, I mean,
like, yeah, I'll give an example. Preston, do you have a connection with him?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
like I've never met him. I've talked to him once or twice, and that was it.
You have nothing to do with him and what's going on, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter. I've also haven't given to any.
I've never bought that guy's books.
Me neither. I haven't done that either.
You know, and so we can move on, like you said. I've never have.
No, because I've got a thing about that. Like I don't back CG books that I don't think I would personally be into. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if we're buds.
Right.
Because I kind of have to. Like I'm not gonna. If you put out like a book about unicorns, I'm not gonna back it. Even if it looks spectacular, I'm just not gonna do it.
I do respect those guys who buy, almost every campaign that comes out, but that's not what I do. That's not how I buy. So I can completely agree with what you said. Yeah. I just don't buy any and everything. I just can't do that. I can't do that.
I am a little. I'm going to talk about this because it disappoints me a little bit, but shit, God damn it, I'm sorry. Shinobi Sasquatch, right? I was really, really looking forward to that book.
Right.
And I think it's still going to come out, but it's being delayed. And
right.
I'm so disappointed that it's being delayed the way it is. I mean, it's supposed to be 80 pages or something like that. I don't know. I mean, but it's being delayed because, well, he already put on the campaign why it's being delayed. So I'm not going to go into that. If you want to know, just go read the campaign. You'll know why I'm disappointed in it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, and that's another thing too. Like I do have projects I'm going to be working on in the future, but the problem was that I wasn't going to announce them until me and the other person fulfilled their campaigns. You know what I'm saying? And one of them is going to be a kung fu book. Like,
oh, there you go.
Yeah, and it's going to be cool too, dude. Because I'm a big fan of the 5 Deadly Venoms, And at first, I wanted to do the 5 Deadly Venoms, like just redo the 5 Deadly Venoms, in this fucking crazy ass style and all that kind of stuff. But we couldn't get the rights. I was
right.
Oh.
So what are you doing then?
It's going to be something like the 5 Deadly Venoms. It's going to be based on that type of like, you know, like the Kung Fu style mimics, like a creature or something like that. Except I think we're going to bring it one step further to where like a master like invokes this power where he just fucking becomes like this armored figure based on the style of Kung Fu he practices. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be nuts, kind of like Guyver combined with
dude.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you said Guyver because
love Guyver.
So I got these little books right here. That's so funny.
Is that Guyver books?
Well, part of the story involves like that type of armor, I'd say.
Oh shit! You wrote a story. You got some?
Yeah, I got 3 stories, 3 IPs in heavy metal style, all in one.
Nice,
nice, man.
We're going to have to share that one day.
Yeah,
take a closer look at it.
And I also got this little cute thing that I keep in my pocket in case I have an idea. I write it down.
This is before my eyes went bad.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, they're talking about the chick.
The what? The what now? The chair?
Just interested in comics and nothing more.
Check out Magna BM. Check out Magna BM. You'll be happy. You'll be happy you did.
We are nothing. We all we talk about is comics here and yoga. We talk about yoga.
Isn't that your next book?
Comics and yoga.
Yeah.
Gorillas in yoga.
Gorilla yoga.
Yeah, I thought it was a gorilla, a superpower gorilla doing yoga.
Yeah,
with a werewolf.
Is this chick going to be naked anytime in this book, or
not in this book? No. You got to go back to your yoga chick if you want that.
Are you gonna do an X-rated cover or something like that for the for those nasty guys out there that want to say it? Or?
Sorry,
I'm just
man.
saying because
they'll have to make their own fan art at that point. You know what? They got to make their own fan art at that point.
Well, Ed Winkler just DM'd me, and he was wondering if there's going to be a XXX cover, and I'm like, yeah, dude, come on.
Oh man, why are you doing Eddie like that,
man? Brian wants to see the werewolf naked.
He saw a werewolf and instantly thought of furry. That's all he thought of.
Does Brian have plans for the werewolf and the gorilla? Don't even go there.
He wants to see him naked doing downward dog.
Downward wolf.
Any pointers on creating sequential art? Here's the deal. Like I used to get really like nervous whenever and this is no bullshit. Like when I used to buy like that laid out, the blue line comic pads, except it was intimidating, so I'd have to turn it over to go and actually illustrate a page. Because if not, I'd be too intimidated by that shit. But what I do now is I use the old school method where I do a thumbnail Bible, called Comic Bible, and it's just thumbnailed pages. Like I thumbnail the pages out and just go off of those thumbnails. And it's a lot easier to do it that way. Let me see if I can find some of that.
Yeah, no, thumbnails are key, man. And even though I'm a writer and not an artist, I mean, one of the things that I learned when I was working for Michael Davis at Motown Machine Works, when they had a comic book kind of animation and comic book shop, is he would always go through all his, like when he would get comics, he would go through the comics first and just look at the flow of the pages. Not read it first, just look at the flow of the pages. I said, what are you doing? He's like, I'm looking to see if the art is telling a story. He's like, I should be able to follow the general flow of the story just by looking at the art first. And then
here's the deal.
Yeah, go ahead.
My thumbnails are horrible. Here, check it out. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna switch cameras really quick. All right. So, all right. So this is what I got. So here's a page. Let me get this off of here. Here's the thumbnails right here. All right. So here's a layout for a page I'm doing. Right. It's just horrible, dude. Like I really put no effort into getting this.
Big titties.
Wiggle some shit here for some weeds, they're supposed to be. This is after they done caught on fire too, right? So they're supposed to be all burned up, like hugging each other, you know. And then she wakes up and she spreads her arms out and like takes all of his blood and takes it in her, and she becomes whole again, right? So that's how it flows, right? But I don't always follow this, and I'm gonna show you why. Like, here's me working on the page, right? I do my pages enormous too. So here's the page, and I'm probably going to turn these in tomorrow. And as you can see right here is where the this panel is supposed to be. Yeah. And then she wakes up in this panel. Yeah. And then instead of doing her confined to a panel, you know, and kind of just being stuck in here, I decided to cross her over into all three panels and have these three panels right here where he's kind of starting to bleed out and the blood's flowing out of his face, you know, and in this last panel, he's like, his face is completely up and all the blood is coating her from head to toe, you know, and then right here, it's a full body, well, not a full body shot, but from the crotch up, she's like whole, you know, just dripping off the remainder of the blood that soaked her. So, yeah, and I wanted to make it kind of gooey. I wanted the characters to look gooey because they just got burned up. So that's why they're so fucked up. So,
man, hey, first and foremost, that's a beautiful page. But the thing is, you did that. You already had a roadmap, so it's one thing for you to riff off of your roadmap.
Well, that's exactly right, because that roadmap, it took me. Because I'm doing this on typing paper, and it literally took me like to do all these pages. Like, it took me about a day to do 24 pages, right? 24 to 30 pages. But when I went ahead and laid that page out, because I had this as a map, it took me literally 30 minutes to sketch it out on a page. Boom. And then the rest of the work was tightening it up and making sure it was presentable, you know? There you go. And it was, that's why this is important. When I used to try to do books, and I would try to do like skip this part of the process and just go straight to the page, dude, it would take me days to get that page done because I was unsure of how everything was going to lay out, you know, and it was, you know, and like I was scared to make adjustments because I didn't know what was going to happen. Then after a while, you scar the page up so much that you have to start over. Yeah.
So do you feel like you've become a better panel artist, doing what you've done so far the last 3 years in terms of story panel? Do you feel like you've become a better artist in terms of telling that story in the panel? Because you said you sat down in one day and did one book in a day.
No, I never did a book in a day.
Well, I mean, panel wise. We're talking about panel.
The thumbnails.
Well, yeah, I did a page, and the problem is I've noticed I'm slowing down a little bit because I'm trying to cram more detail into the characters because, and I think I got to start backing off on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's bad. Because I think you can over detail shit. Like this, one of the pages I did for Micah, like this fucking werewolf head. it got out of hand, dude. Like this fucking head, like I had to make it look demolished and all this kind of shit. And it just got crazy, you know? And I was like, and after looking at it, I was like, that's a beautiful werewolf head. I was like, well, what is it? You know, did it add anything to the story? I don't, like,
so what I was saying, not that
it was a werewolf. It was
to digress. I mean, I want to digress rather. Do you feel like you've become a better, I don't know why I keep
story artist
scoring so hard.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your panel story ability has increased? I'm having a seizure.
Seriously.
Do you feel like it's increased over the last 3 years with what you came into what you have now? Why does it do that? Why do you think it does that?
It's crazy. That's nuts, dude.
That's brutal.
Like, I fucking have no clue what's going on. You know? Anyway, that's the head. That's the head of the satyr.
Is that the Chrome tab, or is that just a share of a tab?
Sharing screen. I don't know why it's the like. Hold on. There we go.
Beautiful art, though, bro. Beautiful art.
It came out all right. I mean, it's good. I like it. God damn it, this sucks. All right, if I get this right, I'm just not gonna be able to take it down. I'm gonna have to. Come on, you fuck. Anyway, so that was the satyr's head.
No, it did look good. We got a chance to see it, and it looked.
It might be my video card. You think it could be my video card doing that?
No.
I doubt that.
That's crazy. It's nuts. But yeah, I mean, it came out great, and I liked it. But I don't know, dude. I mean, it's like for me. It's about speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be fast, and I want to get as much work out as possible.
Because you got to get the balance too. I mean, I think one of the things that's great, just for CG in general. I mean, the market has been redefined. So it's not about getting books on a monthly basis. It's you're gonna get the books periodically. What I like about what you're doing and what I've been trying to do, and everybody's got to do it the way they got to do it. So I'm not talking down on anybody how they're running their campaign. I like the fact though that you got your production together, because then you can turn the books quickly.
Yeah, exactly. That's the important part, is to get the books into understands. But you want it to be quality. And
look at all these books that are coming out though, man. These books look good, bro. I mean, the level, the game has risen in the CG.
Well, my whole thing is that I don't want people waiting a year for the next issue of Doc Salem, or whatever I'm going to put out. Like, the problem with me is that I got a couple of IPs I really want to work on, and then there's people that I really want to work with. You know what I'm saying? So, speed's a thing, but I also want to deliver the same quality. So it's kind of like you're trying to split that hair, like right in the middle, and get it done.
How about this, bro? Because when I was working over at Motown, Dennis Cowan was kind of the one that was running the art there. He's an amazing artist. You know what he did on some books? He did the thumbs, and he did like basically kind of the roughs, and he had other artists that was finishing it. So
that's a good idea, but
there's a lot of good young artists in CG that maybe they can't map it out the way you would. But if they had, and you could, I'm just saying, if you wanted to put out more books, you could hire some folks. They're younger artists.
I actually thought about that. Like, not doing the finished work, because I'm really particular about that. But doing what I just showed you, like the thumbnail Bible, because I don't have to waste time on that and think about how that's going to lay out, and get somebody who's got like a dynamic anime type of feel to their work and get them to lay it out for me, like do the breakdowns. Yeah. Then I can come in and do all the finish work and flesh everything out and stuff like that. And I with that Kung Fu book, I got one of my buddies is an American anime. His style is an American anime type of style. And I'm thinking about hiring him to go ahead and do all the breakdowns and going ahead and going over it. But still, the problem is that I just got to get faster. I got to become that Simon Bisley, Jack Kirby type of speed and quality, because they proved it can be done. You know what I'm saying? And if they can do it, I can do it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, here's the problem. Like, I just spent 2 weeks doing logistics, trying to get Doc Salem to the hands of the customer, like packing.
That's a job in and of itself.
Exactly.
That. Fulfillment is a whole nother business.
But that's a half of it. That's 12 pages I could have knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Within those 2 weeks. And that's where I think I need to cut corners, like get people to go ahead and do that work for me, because I'm not particular about that. If you can load a box with the right books, we're good. That's all you have to do, And, if you can recognize, like, this is an alternate cover, and this is what goes here, and you have to put like a piece of artwork in a tube, or stuff like that, I think that would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? And that would save me so much time. But with that, you got to trust the person that you're dealing with. They have to take this shit seriously, because one mistake and they screw up like they pack every box with the wrong book or some stupid shit like that.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine what kind of fuck up you're looking at? I mean, that's thousands of dollars just gone.
That's I mean, that's a lot of money. That's like your profit margin. That's how
I'll put the wrong addresses in. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
the stamps, because stamps, once you hit print, you no longer have the right to go ahead and edit, and you don't get your money back. And you get one more shot at printing out those those labels, you know. And if you don't do it right, you're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hire somebody to do fulfillment, you know, because I don't trust anybody. You know, after what happened with EVS, with the first Cyberfrog, where people were getting 4 copies, you know, and they ordered 1, I was like,
exactly. You messed that up, man. That'll bankrupt you.
Yeah, exactly. But a big Cohen fan. What do we got here?
So when I was telling him about when I worked with Dennis Cow in it was actually in Mid Wilshire, LA, because it was Motown Animation, but they set up an office in Mid Wilshire, Los Angeles. So it actually wasn't in Detroit.
Huh.
Yeah, but it was a good learning experience.
Here's the secret to making a profit on a campaign. You do everything yourself. That's the secret.
Eddie, that whole thing about profit, that is all presumption, because I have no idea what that is. I've never made that. But I'm assuming people do things right.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you guys, I can almost guarantee, like, you guys aren't. If you're making a profit, you're not making much. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to hire people like me to do the work. You know what I'm saying? And you have to hire colorists, and you have to hire letters and all this kind of stuff.
Well, I'll be honest. I mean, I'll be honest with you, because I have a small business.
Oh, there he is. He's behind.
Yeah, this is the.
I thought that wolf was talking. I thought it was the.
This is a you got to spend money to make money stage, and you really got to do that. You got to spend money to make money, and
well, here's the
when
problem.
It comes down to equipment or logistics, you got to spend money.
Well, John and Eddie, both of you guys, the point where you make a profit is after $20,000. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you paid your artist, you paid your cover artist, you paid your letterers, you got your printing, you know, covered, and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
With me, it's after $10,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I do all the art, I've wrote the story, you know, I do all my formatting, I do all my lettering, I do everything. This is a one-man band except for the color, you know.
Right.
And so yeah, I mean, that's why, like, creators like me and Vinny can cut a profit out of this indie business without having to get like huge numbers, like $30,000 or $40,000. I mean, let me put it this way: I implore you people to give me $30,000 or $40,000 on my campaign. Like, it's worth it. Doc Salem is definitely worth it. When you get the book in your hands, you'll realize, like, it's not. I think everybody's under the misconception that it's a straight up Golden Age character, and it's written like a straight up Golden Age character. It's not. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I gave a copy to Mike Barron, and Mike Barron loved it. He thought it was phenomenal. You know, so definitely, you know, go back Doc Salem now.
Right now.
Also, the links for Doc Salem and also Magna are in the description. So if anybody wants to check this book out and check out, you know, whatever other links I got in there, all the links are in the description, you know, so check it out.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Give my boy some money.
Yeah, please. I
like that you put your goal at $500, and then you still made it flexible.
Yeah. You know what that is? That is somebody that is supremely not confident. No. But you know what? What enabled me to do that, though, was I had already paid for the production. So I was like, look, I'm already out of pocket. So I said, whether only one person buys this book, that one person's going to get their book. You know? So, you know, I'm in a stage where people don't really know me from Adam.
Yeah.
And they have to know that despite what happens, I'm going to get my book. You're not going to get an update from me saying like, oh, life happened. Because I've gotten those updates on some campaigns. Yeah. Sorry, life happened. And I'm like, I know life happened because you got some of my money.
Oh, you got those type of emails where it's
like life happened, you know, whatever, this, you know, these things happen. So, you know, the book has been pushed out for a very long time. I'm like, I hate the fact that these things happen in your life, but did you just pay for your cousin's procedure with my money?
Yeah, I've never put out a tweet like that. I mean, update like that. I have put up updates like fucking lazy ass colorist. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. And Doc Salem was late. It was how late was it? It was like 2-3 months late. And I felt bad about that. Like I really felt bad about that. That's why I threw some artwork in there. You know, I was like, fuck it. You know, I fucking did a ton of sketch cards and just put one in every book. You know, but honestly, it's nothing compared to some of these other books.
Yeah, but you got your book out.
And I'm waiting on. You
got your book out. I have books that I've been waiting for so long that I
no. That's what I was saying. Like I'm back maybe 25 CG books, and I maybe got 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, and I know the process is like you kind of forget about it, and when it comes in, you're surprised. But I kind of want the book. Yeah. And I don't want to be surprised. I just want the book. How's that? You know, I want the book when you say you're going to deliver it. You know? And maybe that's a little bit hypocritical of me. Like, I don't mind it being a little late, you know, a couple of months late, whatever, but years, dude.
Yeah. I was a few months late on Black Tiger, and, you know, I get it. COVID hits and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it's like you want to get the book in people's hands. And like my hardcover, so we did a hardcover, which I'm not going to do. I think Eddie was asking. I'm not going to do that for a very long time because I don't have enough backers to really make that economic. So I didn't mind doing it as a collector myself, but it's like, you know, it's like I'm kind of coming out of pocket to do it, and on top of that, like the printing, the whole situation was terrible, and it took so long for that book to get completed. And I was just like, man, this campaign should be done. Everyone should already have their books. It took forever for the hardcover to come out, and I had a slipcase with it. I'm not doing all that anytime soon. Either I've got to get smarter about how to do that kind of stuff, right? That's
what I was all about too, like getting smarter about it and more efficient at getting everything done. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think that's what it's all about. And yeah, Ed, totally down to do a sketch card. Don't go to Anthony.
I agree.
No,
I want to throw at John. I grew up in a lifestyle where you under promise and over deliver.
Yeah.
Not over deliver and under promise.
Yeah.
And, the same sacrifice can be made when you have to dish out of your own pocket, and you know the customer may not see the overpromise, but your goddamn wallet does. So, so make sure you don't do that next time.
No, that was a learning for me. That was, and my whole thing was like the customers. I got to come out of my wallet because I ran my mouth. So if I make an excuse at that point, then no one should ever trust me again. I said I was going to do it, so I got to do it.
And I'll be honest with you, I've noticed a lot of people in the CG movement redo a ridiculous amount of page numbers, is even still in black and white, or they do a ridiculous amount of page numbers in color. And
let me ask you, and let me ask the chat this: would you rather have a 48-page full color comic, or would you rather have a 100-page black and white comic that's just as amazing in black and white?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
what's the story and what's the art look like? That's a terrible question.
Okay. Say Anthony's books. say you had, Silver and Wolf. All right. I mean, you see what the art looks like and stuff like that. Like, would you rather if he could produce 48 pages full color, for $25, would you rather have that, or would you, or how? What I'm asking is, how important is color? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you want the artist to put more work into getting more pages out, or would you want him to, like, put that stop and give that extra money to somebody to color?
I think it depends on the artist. Like someone like you, Preston, I wouldn't mind seeing you spend more time on your art and not have to worry about what it will look like if it's colored, and you solely focused on, like, all right, that I know this is like what it'll look like when it's finished. So if I can get more pages in black and white from you than I would in color less, I would prefer black and white. But I can't say the same thing for different artists.
No. I'm totally down with. I know what you're talking about, but I've noticed manga has cornered the market on comics, right? But they don't do full color comics. They do. It's rare when they do full color comics. Like, they'd rather knock out 300 pages in black and white rather than do like 80 pages in color. You see what I'm saying? Is it phenomenal black and white art? Well, it depends. It depends on who's doing it. Like that Devilman series I got, dude, that shit is fucking phenomenal. But like, the story isn't phenomenal. I can tell you that right now. Like, I read through the story within, 2 days, and it's like 300 pages. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, before you know it, I mean, it's digest size for one thing. It's manga. But before you know it, you're going through it, and you're like, honestly, I was so captivated by the art, like, I never even realized that I was halfway through the book on day one. And this is not me reading all day. All right, let me put it that way. It's me reading for maybe 3 hours or something like that. And but I've noticed the art is so good, dude. And these guys, like, they're just there to crank that art out. You know what I'm saying? And they don't, and they're all about speed. And that's one thing I have to admire about manga artists. Not all of them are good. Sometimes you get a One Punch Man. That shit is horrible, But that's why I'm asking. I mean, what would you rather? Because if manga cornered the market on speed in black and white, maybe CG should start looking a little bit into that. I'm not trying to put colorists out of work. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I've heard arguments for both. I've definitely heard people say, especially when they see pencils that they like or a color, they're like, hey, I'd love to have, but sometimes it's like making more work. Sometimes folks want to have a black and white option. So if you're gonna have a black and white option and color, it's like, well, damn, now you just double, that's not it. But I think right now, partly it's just kind of expectation. Like, there's a book that's coming out called Bonds by Miriam, and her style is a manga style. So, like, I expect black and white.
What's the name of the book?
Bonds, Bonds. And I expect black and white, and the work that she's shown looks amazing. Well, when I saw Eddie's book being an American comic style, it looks amazing, but I expected color. That doesn't mean I should expect color. American style books, I expect color, but that doesn't mean that my feelings would be hurt if it was black and white.
I can say this, Nando's book, Seasons. Like, I looked at the black and whites on that, and I was like, dude, if you put color on that shit, I don't even want color. Like, I'm serious. Like, the next issue, I'm like, but that's what I'm talking about, because that's what manga looks like in black and white. That's what that Devilman looks like in black and white. And I was like, it's like, I don't want any color touching that. Like, that shit looks too good. But people have requested, because I'll leak pages, and so is Micah, like, leak pages of 3 Nights, 4 Days, and they've seen the black and white and they've seen the color, and they want to see more. They want an edition where it's all in black and white. Like, here's the black and white.
That's what I'm saying. What I was saying earlier depends on the artist. Like, Preston, to be honest, if someone like yourself spent more time on the lines knowing that you wouldn't be colored, I think your art, for someone like myself who's into old school heavy metal and things like that, I would be more impressed with your lines in black and white than I would be in your artwork in color.
Well, non-devils, when me and Brian do non-devils, I'm painting that. Like that's going to be fully painted.
Well, that's a whole nother scenario then.
But I'm going to try to give people at least 75 to 80 pages on non.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah. But I want it to be epic. You know what I'm saying? Like I want people to be like, this has to be backed.
So hold on. So hold on. Is this another rewrite of Nine Devils, or
we're reworking Non-Devils from?
So you're with Brian. You're completely revamping your old story.
Yeah, I mean it's going to have elements from the old story. Consider the story that you guys backed like that. It's exactly what I said it was. It was a prototype of what Non-Devils is going to be. You know, and the way we reworked it. And this is what I told Brian. I said, number one, don't pull any punches. Like this is going to be an adult book. It's going to be for adults, like heavy metal, like heavy metal circa 1970. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's what I want. I don't want like any of this. You know, we can't show exit wounds. We can't show.
Yeah, right.
That kind of stuff. Like, nah, this is gonna be crazy. You know, and that's kind of like I've been collecting a lot of Avatar stuff lately. Not Avatar the anime, but Avatar Press. You know, they used to have Warren Ellis, you know, Alan Moore, and all these great writers worked with them, and they had such good stuff, dude. You know, like I was, dude, it was like I've been tracking down a lot of their comics, dude. Like I got this one in called Caliban. And it's like fucking Lovecraft in space. Like the shit is awesome, dude. You know, and they pulled no punches. Like they were fucking like, you know, they show people's heads getting crushed and all kinds of shit like that. Like it was nuts, dude. And I'm wondering why they went out of business. They had the top writers, the art was top notch, and all people could tell me is that. I mean, I think it was you, Jay, wasn't it? Didn't you tell me like there was no space on the comic rack for Avatar? Like it was all taken up by DC and Marvel?
Me? No, I don't think it was me.
It was somebody. Somebody told me that.
John, it was you. It was you, John.
I guess I gotta own it. Jay Dollar said it was me. But like, I mean, you know, you figure at one point, what DC had 90 titles, you know, a month that was hitting, and Marvel had 60 something titles. You know, but that was a ploy to squeeze out the market, though.
Well, according to EBS, like the comic shops are getting pissed off to the point to where they're not even carrying DC anymore.
They should be more than pissed off. They should be scared. Yeah. Because if they need to pay attention to what's going on in this market, they need to see what Alterna's doing. They need to get down with stuff like that.
Exactly. They need to look into getting CG books in. You know what I'm saying? Because
they do.
Still like comics. You know?
Well, I think what they'll do their thing, and we'll do ours. And everybody who has their own IP will be strong and successful. And
they need to carry Doc Salem. I'm gonna be straight with you.
There you go. That's the salvation of the retail market.
Like I'm definitely gonna start pushing Doc Salem now that it's starting
to hit back what we were saying earlier. You need to have like an eBay. Like I'll help you set up a .com. Me and Brian and you. It won't take that long. It won't take that long at all to show you how to set up the inventory and the item setup.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I know how.
But you need to have a home for someone like yourself, Preston. Not to cut you off, but someone like yourself, Preston, you need to have a home base, either at like PrestonAcevedo.com. I have no idea, or like eBay / whatever the fuck. You at this point, you know, beyond January 2021, you need to have a home base, and you need to set it up soon. You should set it up soon. You should set it up soon. And it should be both. You should set it up as a .com because it's not that hard. Yeah. But you should also have an eBay. But to be honest with you, logistically, eBay would be easier.
Yeah.
Overall.
Huh.
But to be honest with you, cost effectively overall, in the amount of time, yourown.com
Rather than
would be
setting up
better.
a shopping cart or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Because I'm like, you're in Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There needs to be a like. I'm not saying me. I'm not saying that. But there needs to be someone down here who's, in the next year or two, maybe 3, who has a good established base to, help deliver. Because I know John Malin, he wants to start delivering for Indiegogo projects, and he's doing Cecil's himself and a couple.
Well, here's the thing about that.
But there needs to be someone down here.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good idea, but I think, like you have to have somebody like John deliver for Cecil and EVS and even John's campaign, because all of those campaigns have over 2,000 people backing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm dealing with 300. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pulling my hair out saying, this is bullshit. Can you imagine a few thousand people that you have to fulfill to, dude? I would puke.
That would be fun.
I'd be like, nobody's getting their books because I'm too lazy to put them in boxes.
but at that point, that's when you got it. Like Jay Dollar saying, you got to have a system. I'm not too far from you guys. I'm in the H. I'm in Houston. So I mean,
I love Houston. I used to
have a
I used to do Comic Palooza in Houston all the time.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah. Next time I'm up there, we're going to hang out, dude. I'll love it.
Yeah, seriously, because I was just down, before everything hit, right before everything hit, I was down in Louisiana.
Really?
Yeah, I got family in Baton Rouge. I got family down in a little area called Clinton. I got family all over Louisiana.
You know what? Let's do that. Like, if they do a Comic Palooza next year, let's make a plan for everybody to meet up at Comic Palooza.
Well, I'm down here in the South. I mean, are you guys going to hopefully come down in 2021 Florida when the whole CG thing?
The problem with Florida, I will. If they're going to do a CG con, the problem with Florida is that every time I did Florida, like I never made any money. Like I've always lost money in Florida.
Well, just CG.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Probably definitely going to make money.
Because I'm right here in Alabama, so I'm like literally 4 to 6 hours away from either side.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool. Maybe we can. If you want to go to Comic Palooza, we might be able to carpool. I know Anthony Figueroa. He wants to come too. Like he wants.
Hell yeah, man! Because Anthony, what I like about Anthony, I think Nikki. I mean,
all those Southern creators.
I try to combine Nikki and Preston at the same time. What I like about him is he will every once in a while just throw up a little bit of line art, and he'll like do a quick shout out to a campaign, whatever it may be. And I'll just do a quick little 40-minute to 1 hour line art.
Dude,
shout out to
what I'm saying? If you got to do a warm up, why not?
Yeah, even if it's a warm up, I like that he does that. I think that's cool. Yeah. I think that's cool that he does that, man.
No, I do too, and it's good because he's getting his name out there a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You know? And he does some really good lines.
Man, Eddie,
I think Eddie lives in Texas.
Yeah, Eddie does good lines.
Eddie, did I just out Eddie? That's gonna suck, right?
Is Eddie down here in the South?
Eddie, are you in the South? Are you a Southern boy?
Where are you at, Eddie?
Hey, John, you said you're out there around Houston, Texas?
Yeah, I'm in Houston.
Yeah, I was born in the Baytown area.
Where are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a
military bitch.
I'm transplant, but I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah. Were you a military transplant like myself?
No, I was a get out of escape LA transplant.
Well, that's perfect. That's even better.
Oh, wait. Katrina? Like, did you transplant?
No, LA, California, Cali.
Oh, all right.
Los Angeles transplant.
Good.
No, they dude, I love Houston. The only thing is I can't stand the food because I don't like Mexican food. Like I can't stand food, you know. Right. And like I can honestly say this, like nobody has food like Louisiana. Yeah.
Eddie's in Texas, man.
Is he really?
That's true.
Or Chi-Town? Wait.
Where are you, Eddie?
I don't know where that's at.
Yeah. That's Texas.
Chinatown? Is it? He's in Chinatown?
Or is that Illinois? Is that Illinois?
You're in Chicago, right, Eddie? Is that Chi-Town?
Oof.
That's what I'm saying. Illinois. Is that Illinois?
Yeah.
That's Illinois.
Oh, that sucks.
Get out of here, you northerner.
The Diaz brothers are in Chi-Town.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Yeah.
I know his book looks sexy as shit, though. I tell you what. Yeah, Chi-Town.
Yeah. You know.
CHICH.
But I'll tell you, if you're already at 300 and something, your next stop is going to be like 500 and something backers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, then you go from pulling out your hair to you've got to have somebody that's.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you're like, after your campaign fulfills, like you get to fulfillment, right? And you got 300 backers, then the next time, like, and you leave it open. You see what I'm saying? So every time you get 100 backers or 50 backers,
right.
That's not a big deal because that's a slow boil. Like, the problem I have is when you have like 800 backers and they just throw you in the pot. Then I'm like, oh, fuck, dude.
Well, just to let you know, I'm just a few hours from you. If you get 800 backers, it won't
you come over
that
and help
much for me to drive over there and help you out, bro.
I'll pay for your gas, dude.
It won't. What is that? 2 days worth of work? That's nothing.
Yeah. Well, 2 days for you, it's 2 weeks for me because
what I'm saying in helping.
Yeah. No, it's
two people will knock it out quick.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks, dude. It just sucks so bad.
So,
I mean, hey, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. I love my backers. I love you.
Yeah. First world problems. First world problems.
Yeah.
Catch all the time. But I completely understand, especially from an artist perspective. That's a lot, and to be honest with you, mentally, because my wife, she does escrow, and so I completely understand mentally what an 8 to 16 hour day will do to your fucking mind. And
you see, I don't mind that though,
especially
because
for
I
an
can do
artist
that behind the desk. I can do that on a painting. But
that's what I'm saying. With an artist, and then trying to ship out everything that you just spent 8 to 16 hours a day drawing. That's monumental.
That's the problem is that I want to work on other things. Like I got I got to do Lit Devil, which is going to be fucking amazing. But I got to paint it. You know what I'm saying? And within that 2 weeks, I could have got that done. I could have put 3 nights to bed so I can move on to other projects like 6 Gun Gorilla. But
let me tell you, man. Though
I'm taken away from doing that.
You're right.
It's like a drug addiction, right? Like I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like not having a cigarette after 6 days. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, just chomping at the bit to get back into the groove. That's and it. Mm-hmm. And the problem is that now after being held back from doing that for so long, like that 2 weeks, like even though I've knocked out maybe 6 pages of 3 nights since then, that's the last thing I want to work on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason is because it's not creative enough. Like I want to do something crazy on a piece of canvas instead of doing panel work. But I know, like, to be a professional, you have to kind of put away what you want to do and do what you need to do. And that's where it sucks to be a professional. But as far as like doing logistics, I don't think artists are made to do logistics, dude. I don't think it's in our DNA to do it.
Yeah.
And
well, I'll be honest with you. Logistics is a whole nother universe for a mind who is artistic. I will agree.
It sucks, dude. Like, because we're talking about artistic retarded, right? Because that's what I'm talking
about. But J Dollar's right, man. And you were saying it too, Press. I mean, it's like that is a business in and of itself. But let me tell you, just like Malin is doing it up in the Midwest and is bringing solutions, there's going to be solutions close to us. And there's going to be solutions in pockets.
Yeah.
People are going to be doing that. And the good thing is people are going to make money doing it, and they should.
Because they should, but the problem is that, like, even though I'm on campaign 3, people are still like learning to trust me and seeing what I'm putting.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, the first campaign made $4,000. Second campaign made $5,000. This campaign hit over $10,000.
There you go.
So it's going up, and I think after this one, I think it's still going to be a few campaigns off before I can go ahead and actually hire Malin to do fulfillment.
No. Hire me. You hire me.
Yeah, well, hire J Money. and his wife come over and do fulfillment. But it's like
he's closer and he's down. Maybe he'll be the guy that takes care of stuff in the South.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, like, I always sweat when I'm doing stamps because you're not getting that money back. You know what I'm saying? And when I turn $600 into like 40 pages of loose leaf, like that's crazy. No, well, 150, 300 pages of loose leaf, then it's like, oof. Yeah. And then what's even scarier is when after I get all that done and people get their stamps thing where it's like, hey, you got a package coming, and then they send me an email and they're like, hey, wrong address. And that's happened, dude. That's happened. I'm like, it's fine, don't worry about it. I've got another copy coming right to you. Just calm down, dude. You know, we're good. But hey, what's up, Blue?
Hey, how you guys doing? I just woke up. I'm just becoming coherent and not groggy. John, I wanted to tell you, I got your back, buddy. I can only stop in for a minute. I'm looking over the artwork. I think if I'm seeing through the colors to the black and white underneath, this does kick ass. I didn't get to see all the black and whites. I backed for that #1 cover.
Nice.
He's doing a nudie version.
Huh? Sorry?
He's doing a nudie version?
Uh-oh. You're coming in muffled, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he's just being censored. That's all.
Oh, all right.
Is my mic acting up again? Seriously, like is
your mic is censoring you again? What were you saying, Blue?
Oh, just that. Yeah, I can only stay for a couple minutes to say that this just kicks ass, and I'm hoping it reads really well when it gets here. And hey, I'm one of yours, man.
Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Let me tell you, I don't take any of this for granted. Anybody that backs the book, it's humbling. And my whole intention, I think I'm delivering something that you're going to enjoy, man. Thank you so much for backing, Blue.
Cool. And yeah, that first one with the first cover with the vicious wolf behind her, and she's got her skills, there. Yeah. So, anyway, I wish you well.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, Blue. Thank you so much.
Cool. All right. Hey, don't mean to be rude, but I'm supposed to be somewhere else. I will talk to you guys later. See you, Jay. See you, Doc.
Take it easy, Blue.
Take care, man.
You be good.
And remove from stream. How do you do that?
That was awesome.
All right. What about now? Is it better?
I'll be honest with you. The whole time I thought Blue is British.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, sweet. That's
yeah,
awesome.
but everybody
I had the wrong mic selected. That's why.
Hat you got going on.
Dude, I love this mic. The Blue Snowball is supposed to be the baddest mic out there.
I got so how do I sound? Do I sound pretty decent?
What?
I'm fine.
Do I sound motherfucker?
I should have played along with you.
I ain't falling for that shit.
That's crazy. Nah, this is a great campaign. I dig it, dude. And I want to see the Black Tiger so badly. Do you have any digital files you can share on your computer? Or
probably the best thing for you to do, because I'm just
go to Kickstarter?
Yeah. Go to Indiegogo.
Go to eBay.
I had an Indiegogo campaign.
Oh, you got an Indiegogo for it?
Yeah. Go to Indiegogo and put in Black Tiger. You're gonna see I did one campaign a few years back with a buddy of mine for a short film, so you'll see that. But then you'll see Black Tiger Legacy of Fury, the comic book. That's the one.
Do you have any are you a martial artist? I'm just asking. Like,
not a good one, but yeah. I practice.
What did you practice in?
I practiced some all kung fu, some Sansu kung fu,
okay.
And then the style I've been practicing recently is Fujai Pao, which is actually an offshoot of Black Tiger style kung fu.
Nice.
I think I remember this. I think so. I used to study too, like for years, jiu-jitsu, traditional jiu-jitsu, not Brazilian.
Okay.
And, dude, I fucking loved it. It was the greatest. I had anger issues back then. It took care of it, because this dude was brutal. Like, I think he was a sadist a little bit. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Like if he picked you to be the guy he demonstrated on in the middle of the class, like you're just gonna have a rough night, dude. It's like get on the mat, okay, let's do ankle locks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was crazy.
When I was doing Sensu, the Sifu's philosophy was like a clean break. It breaks up a crowd. So he's just like, you need to break something loud.
Well, this dude's like, this is how you kill people. He's like, he would have us get on the ground with a fake knife and be like, okay, when you go down through the vertebrae. And I was like, all right, yeah, I can dig on this. He's like, when you get somebody in the headlight, go back and forth. Just a little bit when you're bringing them down because you're going to crack their trachea up when you go.
We always had to wear a cup.
No, we never wore a cup.
We had to because he said because we had a couple females in there, and he was like, "Listen, if you're in a fight, and you're fighting a dude." He's like, you always got to hit them, and then you've got to.
Gotta go for the ball sack, baby.
Like if you're fighting a dude, you gotta go for their eyes, gotta go for the throat, gotta go for their nuts.
Yeah. No, he was all about fighting dirty too.
And she broke this one lady. She broke my friend's cup. Broke it.
Get out! Are you serious?
What you mean broke it?
She knocked him down, and she like came down with all her force with her knee on his cup.
Because I played baseball and I wore a cup. I don't remember ever seen it. His shit was from 1942.
No, I think she was ball breaking. That's what I think.
That shit was made out of wood.
Right here, right?
Yeah, that's Black Tiger. You got it up.
Nice,
dude,
man.
This is pretty badass. Is it the same artist that's working on
different artists? So
wait, hold on. So John, you got 2 projects?
So this one is fulfilled already, but we're coming out with the next volume of Black Tiger with the same artistic team. We'll be coming.
So you delivered this, like people have this book.
People have that.
Okay, that's one thing people need to remember when you back Magna. I'm saying it right?
Yeah,
Magna.
Yeah, exactly.
When you back Magna, is that John already has a successful, fulfilled campaign.
Who did the colors?
So there was a dude named Vinicius Townsend did the colors on this book.
Nice,
and there was one other, So I had a really good team. So this
you got a whole nother team on the project that you got coming up?
That's right.
Nice, man. Good job, John, man. Nice.
You got a good eye for
so what's your history, John? How did you what did you do pre-comics that led you into being a good producer?
Well, I think so like you guys, I've always loved comics all my life. I think when I was a kid, if it wasn't for comics, I probably wouldn't have been reading. so
what you're saying is not an escort. Right?
How did you become a good producer?
But then I think working with Michael Davis, working over at Motown Animation in Mid Wilshire, LA. I was brought on board more as like a gopher, but I was always pitching ideas. Then I became an editor on some of the comic books, and then I got to write one of the books. And I got to write one of the books because at the time they had already put in a solicitation into Diamond. And then the writer ghosted, so like solicitation's already in there. You got to deliver, So then my boss basically, I was on a Thursday. He's like, hey, I know you've had some ideas with Chuck on Trouble Man. He's like, you're going to come back on Tuesday with a full script for the first issue. And you're going to map out the rest of the story arc. And he's like, no pressure. But he's like, you screw this up, you don't have to worry about working in comics ever again.
I used to work in production, like doing production art. And dude, I've never been educated as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a job based on my sketchbook, and I learned on a job after that, and I became an art director.
There you go.
And, but while I was learning, like, dude, I knew like that was my shot. You know what I'm saying? So I soaked up everything. Like I was like, I didn't mind starting out at the bottom, but and trust me, it was the bottom. I was literally making like $3.25 a fucking hour, dude. But when I did become an art director, I had to fire so many people that actually had an education in art, because they didn't realize, like on the job, like in the real world, you didn't have a day and you didn't have a week to get the job done.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Sometimes you had hours where you had to have a presentation ready within hours so the salesman can go and make that sale, you know. And some of these dudes would cry, dude. Like they would literally just burst into tears because they were like, where's the fucking thing at? You need to get this done, you know? And it was horrible to watch, but I was like, I mean, and then I felt bad when I had to fire the first one, but after that I was like, well, you fucking fired. I'm sorry.
You got over
Like I actually
that.
felt
You're
bad,
like,
you know? Yeah. I was like, after the problem was I realized that it wasn't my fault they were losing their job. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I'm the one who's delivering the bad news, but it wasn't because I'm some big prick. It's because they couldn't do what they're supposed to do. And I was like, you know, and these guys just spent like $50,000 at LSU or some shit like that to go ahead and learn how to do this, you know? And so yeah, I didn't feel too bad after a while.
Yeah. I was just telling Blue thanks. He was saying that he backed Black Tiger after it was printed and arrived so fast he didn't understand what happened.
Here's another campaign called Tiger. Does this have anything to do with you?
No. Okay, you found my other campaign.
Get your massage on, boy.
Tiger. This looks all kinds of wrong in so many ways.
The nature of violence, but they got a nurse with a tampon on her head.
What?
Yeah, look, dude, that's
she totally got a dirty ass red tampon.
All right, we got to get off of that.
Was that Resident Evil tampon?
Yeah, I wish.
You turn on my stomach.
Let's play your video. Let's take a look at your video.
Go to vampires.
And then we'll do the drawing after the video. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Boomer time. All right.
Welcome to Tree City, Idaho. The year is 1942. Spring is in the air, but times are tense as the world finds itself.
Yeah, good.
Cool.
While high school senior Kari Skogsholm finds her provincial life unfulfilling, her parents are eager to keep their lives and, most importantly, their extraordinary daughter under the radar as long as they can. But time is not on their side. They prepare to flee to protect Kari, but something within her compels her to stay and take a stand. It's time to learn truths that have been kept from her, be it out of love or fear or something else. It's time to answer the calling upon her life, whatever that may be. So her journey begins, and things would never be the same. But Kari's story finds its roots millennia prior. The men of renown, known as the sons of God, and the daughters of men in the first and second heavens, joined with raised arms one last time, combining all the power that they had to command. In the heavens, above the world, the last stand of these mighty men was also the last appearance of the agents of destruction, until their reemergence in 1942. Kari must learn the truth about herself, determine the end game of these supernatural agents of destruction, and how to stop them before all is lost.
John trying to send everybody to jail with her age.
Hey, I thought she was 18.
Okay, 18, that's good.
Is that Malgineer that she's holding?
Pneumonia.
Mm-hmm.
Milner.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Now I noticed, like,
Is she holding a pneumonia for sure?
You want me to say?
No.
You don't want me to say.
Is she really 15 in that picture? What you doing to us, John?
John, I got one question. Do you watch incest porn? I'm just asking.
What the hell?
All right. Okay. 'Cause I thought you might have been getting a little freaky in the beginning there. I was like, maybe.
Hey, man.
What's up, Sim? Some in Portier.
What's up, Sam?
Portier. I dig this book. I think more people should check it out. I really do. I like the art, the interior. I mean, that is one healthy 15-year-old.
Yeah.
He's not
other than that,
and you guys are gonna start all kinds of crazy. You know, John's over there writing kitty.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Well, I can't just let you go. I'm not going to sit here and just be like, let's go through the tears. But we should really go through the tears, shouldn't we? Like, just take a look at them before.
Take a quick gander. Act like we looked at him or something.
We got the, dude, come on. The Rod Luber.
Rod.
Oh, I'm sorry, Looper.
What Luber? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
God, Luber.
No, I'm just fucking. I'm fucking off. So we got a commission for $200. What size is the commission?
So you get a copy of the book, and then you get an 8x10 pencil and ink commission of any character of your choosing. So even if it's a character of your own, just give Rod some references, and he'll do it.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
The digital is $10. That's pretty
right.
good. That's not bad.
Yeah. I figured we wanted to price that reasonably, and also especially I know, like shipping internationally is so brutal.
Fuck, tell me about it, dude.
Oh, gosh,
yeah.
crazy.
I'm actually on my next campaign. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna give them the ability to go ahead and print the book out, and it'll actually be formatted so that they can actually put the book together themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they'll basically be buying the digital file, and the digital file will be formatted so that they can actually print a copy of the book for themselves.
Okay.
Because I know people. Well, I've seen Ed Piskor do it. With cartoonist kayfabe.
Yeah,
and he seems to be successful. You know what I'm saying?
What do they do on that end? I mean, do they have to bind it themselves, or what do they?
Yeah, they have to do all the other stuff. I'm not going to fly over to Greece and bind it for them.
Dude, that's terrible customer service on your
No, right?
I'd be printing it out saying, "Where is Preston's ass? He needs to."
Or it'll be like digest size, where they could just fold a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper in half. Yeah. I think that'd be cool. I don't know. I want to try it at least once to see what happens. Yeah.
And, that's one thing. I mean, right now it's like everybody's learning and everybody's trying to figure stuff out. Yeah. I know there's going to be some solutions for. Well,
everybody's saying that there's going to be mass pirating, but I was like, yeah, but if they want to pirate the book, they could.
You know what?
That's
if somebody wants to scan it,
yeah,
that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, or they could just buy the digital file and take a snapshot, a screenshot of it, and print it out, format it themselves. It's not, it's not as difficult as you might think. So we got the all your covers, your physical copies with the covers are $25.
That's right.
And then the trifecta is $55.
Well, that's for the prints though. That's 10 by 17 prints.
Yeah.
Of each of the 3 covers.
I gotta be honest, those 11 by 17 prints, the shipping even in the US on that is going to be killer. Unless you roll them. If you roll them, you might have an option there.
I think that's the only way you can really do it. So and then if you want all 3 books, it's $70.
Yeah,
and then
that's a pretty good deal. I mean, you're knocking a couple of bucks off, and they're saving on shipping.
Exactly, exactamundo. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then commission. Okay, this is the guy who did all the covers, right?
So this is the guy who did all the interior artwork.
Oh, okay.
And he's doing basically a bust up commission of any character you're choosing, plus you get a copy of the book.
Huh. Okay. No, what confused me is that you have this cover on here. See what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So that was supposed to represent you get a copy of the book, plus you get a commission.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's not bad. $115. How much are you selling the pages for? Like, oh, you're not. Are you selling the pages?
No, we're not. So, I was talking with the artist about that, and maybe the next go around, we'll sell the pages. You know, it's his prerogative. He's the artist. You know, so I was like, you know, he wasn't ready to part with them. I was like, I'm not gonna push you on that. That's you. You
should have told him. You should have been like, how about you part with a couple of fingers, huh?
You should have pushed him. Shove some aluminum underneath his.
The problem though is we're working on the next series. You know, so it's like, you know, I need him to. He needs his fingers.
You should have told him. How about a lubed rod? How about that? What do you think of that?
Oh,
now you want to sell some pages? You want to
sell Look at these pages.
No, I think it's badass, dude. I think you got a good thing going here, and I think you got a few backers since we were on. You know, not a lot, but I think you got a couple.
No, there's at least one backer. So you know what? Every bit counts.
Every little bit counts.
Every big bit, every little bit. It's all.
It's a game of inches, right, John?
Yeah, it is, man.
All right, I'll stop fucking with you.
Oh man, so, backing me up.
it would be a good show if we never poked at you a little bit. So like I said before, you know, in the beginning of the show, I think a bunch of you guys just joined us, but so I've picked 2 cards to give away out of a stack of Rick and Morty cards. So we're going to give away Booger Rick and Booger Morty. And both of these official. They're both official cards from season. Is this season 3 or is it? God, I got terrible eyes. Season 3. Yeah. All right, let's do the drawing. Let's do this. You bastards. You bastards.
Next time we need to promote it for like a good 2 or 3 weeks. I'd say.
Now, should I rig it? Like, should I just
let me win.
Just make a sound of a wheel spinning. Oh, J Money won.
Go right.
John won. Oops. Oh, yeah. No, I can't believe it. I don't win anything. This is crazy.
Good evening.
Good evening. All right, let's do this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, Candace helped me with this. She found the website to go ahead and.
Oh no shit! What is that?
I didn't notice this shit existed. To be honest, you put everybody's name in, and it's a wheel, and you just click it, and it spins. It's a random, type of thing. Well, it's not fixed at all.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
and it takes everybody in the YouTube chat and puts it in.
It takes everybody that replied to the tweet that I put out.
Oh, okay, to the tweet.
Yeah. Did you reply? I think you replied. I don't know if you did or not.
More I did.
Yeah, I think John. I think you did. I think you replied too. Like, yeah, I think you're in there. Right. Yeah. I don't see any of you motherfuckers. You bastards.
I support the channel.
Not
Russian at all. I don't see me. I failed. I apologize.
I retweeted it though.
Who we got? Big money, big money, big money.
Dwight Collins.
All right, Dwight.
I didn't know it did that. That's awesome.
That's pretty dope.
Even got
let me write that down. I gotta write Dwight's. I'll forget like as soon as the stream's over with. And then YouTube will take it down and I wouldn't be.
We're gonna do this more often. That's pretty awesome. When are you gonna do right? When are you gonna do 2 more cards after this?
Well, I still got like 20 or 30 cards left.
Nice, man. You should for sure. I'm
I might do some
available.
Stevens universe. You think people will be interested in some Stevens?
I have no idea what that is. What's Steven's universe? I don't know what that is. Did you draw something for Steven's universe?
I did. Yeah, I did.
What
Because
is
I
it?
need the money.
Well, show us what you drew for Steven's universe.
I can't because it's so embarrassing. All right, Dwight's out of there. He is gone.
All right, Dwight, get out, Dwight.
Let's see here.
This is awesome.
You ready? Let's do
I
it again.
feel like I'm a part of something. Let's go, John Huguet. He's my buddy.
No way.
Christmas tree.
Who the fuck is Christmas tree? That's insane, dude.
So, okay, what tweet did you send out, and which tweet is this connected to? Clearly,
so the way it works is I gave away 2 cards because I hit 2,000 followers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like followers of the Church of Acevedo. And the Church of the Pipe. And so I got these cards and I didn't know what to do with them. So I was like, I mean, I know what to do with them. Like I have to put them on eBay and make money, but I'm just too lazy to do that at the moment. Yeah. So
I think Christmas tree is actually Candace B's pseudonym.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. The card.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What does she mean? Can we get one more? I don't know what that means.
She wants you to put up another card. She wants you to do a third.
One more card. I guess I can.
I don't know, man. That's looking suspect to me, dude. Are you sure that's all the people that responded to the tweet? Because
like that's crazy, isn't it? Like I was like, I mean, I got 2,000 people, but only 22 people. Like I put in there specifically, I was like, just add me in there if you want to be part of the thing. And like about 30 people or something like that, responded to it, and I was like, well, that's weird, yeah. But
well, I see a bunch of dudes that I know in there.
Yeah, like there was a bunch of people, but I was like, that's crazy, dude. Like,
oh, Fade.
No way.
Fade.
All right, that's the last one. But I'm just gonna tell Fade that, like, to just say he got it.
You didn't really win, bitch.
Sorry, Fade. The one time you win, you're not getting your prize.
Yeah, all right. No, I'm gonna send it to all you. Edwin, it was close, dude. Like it was really close. Like you almost got one, dude.
Oh, but, look at this is all sad. That breaks my heart.
Whatever. When she gets her Doc Salem issue, she'll be brightened up. Trust me.
Okay.
I sent a piece of art with it because Doc Salem turned out to be not as PG as I thought it would be. But what happened was, so I said, okay, once I hit 2,000 followers, followers of the Church of Acevedo, that I would give away a couple of Rick and Morty cards, and I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan, so I was like, that'd be great, right? Apparently, I don't think Rick and Morty might not be as popular as I thought they were. I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
I've never watched an episode in my life.
Either of us.
Crazy, dude. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You have no idea what you're missing out on. Like, I've watched seasons over and over again just because.
How many do they have? Like 2 or 3?
They got 4 seasons, but
right.
They got approved for 72 more episodes.
Damn.
So, yeah, like they got fully funded for 72 more episodes. And yeah, dude, I can't believe you guys haven't watched it. Like, it's the greatest show out there. It's better than anything so far, like Simpsons, Family Guy, all that shit just doesn't compete.
A lot, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And So I figured, yeah, like give away a couple of cards.
Cool.
I think that'd be awesome. But
so me and Fake Handa, we're gonna do a TV review show because he sent me this link for this webpage where you can watch all TV shows for free.
Get out of here.
Yeah, man. I'll send you the link after.
It's completely fucking crooked.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch all the Marvel shit for free. And we're gonna
I didn't even hear what you were saying.
it was in Portuguese. And
oh, see, there's always a catch, dude. There's always a catch. You're gonna be watching that in Pig Latin.
Portuguese Pig Latin. PPL.
You're gonna be watching Marvel movies in Swahili.
Yeah, bro. Right, so do you never mind.
But yeah, dude. So I guess the next time I'll do a drawing is when I hit another 1,000. Yeah, and just go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Congratulations on hitting 2,000. That's a big deal.
It is. It's kind of. I think it's a big deal. You know. I don't think it really changes anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know, it's kind of crazy though, because I had to go through and edit out all the Twitter hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they have a bunch of fake accounts and shit like that. I mean, sometimes they drop off and sometimes they don't. And they just haunt your Twitter. You know, like you're scrolling through. Oh, look what J Money's up to. What the fuck is that? You know, it's and you have to get rid of it. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, but I think we got to bring the shit show to an end. So everybody go check out Magna. The link is in the description.
Yes,
check out Salem. Salem. The link is in the description.
Yeah, try to promote that tweet that you did. Now, what are you going to do it next week, or are you going to wait a week?
What tweet?
No, you're going to wait a week to do your next raffle?
No, I'm going to wait until I get another 1,000 people.
Okay.
Follow me. If it takes a week, I guess I will. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be killer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll happen now. Like, not that many people's down with this sickness. Yeah. But
I got a story for another day about them.
Oh, just go ahead and tell us as soon as we get off. All right, Eddie, you bastard. Oh, you bastard.
Later, Eddie.
Sorry, Ed. John said he's going to make a special XXX cover just for you, buddy. Like he's going to do that. Yes. All right, we're out of here. You guys take it easy. Check out John's link in the description. Check out Doc Salem in the description. Check out my Patreon because I'm always giving away shit on air too. And I'll talk to you guys later. Be good. This is the